Hello everybody, it's Rebecca from Riverbend. I am live on Reba, the Riverbend Rebel bus. I'm going to do an introductory lesson today, and we are going to just get really familiar with our terms and making sure this is part of our common language as we move through our lessons. So I wanted this to be really digitally fancy, and I will upgrade to that eventually, but for today, here's how we're going to get started. So this is for your early readers, kids who are still working on beginning reading, maybe chunking up a lot of their words still. So we want to go back to basics. So even if your kiddos know these concepts, they really are important to review. So here we go. First thing you must know is that the alphabet is made up of 26 letters, and together all of those letters make between 42 and 44 sounds. Those sounds are called phonemes. There's a lot of debate amongst word nerds about it, whether or not it's 42 or 44. So, fancy schmancy, here is the alphabet. I'm sure you understand and know the alphabet, but right away we're noticing something different about these 5 ones here at the top. Now, I'm going to move this camera back a little bit. Bear with me here. Okay, there we go. So these guys are so important. Do you know what these ones are called? What are these 5 special letters called? These 5 special letters are everything. These are the vowels. And you can carry the vowels with you everywhere because there's 5 of them: A, E, I, O, and U. And I know sometimes you say, and sometimes Y, but we'll learn that a little bit later. So that's our first thing we need to know, is that you cannot have a word without one of these guys. Vowels are at the heart of every word and syllable out there. So that's our first thing we're learning. Our term is vowels. These guys down here, which make up the rest of the 26 letters of the alphabet, are called consonants. Can you say it? Consonants. Stamp it out. Consonants. They are really important, and it's important that you know the terms. Vowels, consonants. So parents, what I'd like for you to do with these videos is, if you want to stop and pause at any time and review in little mini chunks, that's so good. I do this thing where I do teach, okay, and the kids say back, teach, okay, and they turn and talk to a partner and they teach what they just learned. So I invite you, when I'm starting to give you these videos, that you stop and pause and just ask your kiddo, what did you just learn? What was that term? Vowels, consonants, okay? So maybe we could have our first teach, okay. Pause right now. Ask your kiddo, what did you just learn? How many letters? Do you remember? Okay, how many letters of the alphabet and how many sounds do these letters make? Teach, okay. Okay. Our next really important thing we're going to learn is that together, all of these letters, once you figure out how all these letters are put together, they make words, and words make sentences, and sentences make paragraphs, and paragraphs make stories. Can you believe that everything you need to know is on this board? Together, all these letters make all these words that you're really curious and eager to learn. I know you are, and I know you will learn these. The next fancy schmancy term we are going to learn is called, and I want you to learn the real name for it, breathe. Say it with me. So when I do mirrors on, you say the word mirrors on. So you guys do mirrors on. You actually say mirrors on. You put your mirrors up. Mirrors on. Breathe. Breathe. Did you say it? I heard you. Okay. Breathe is a smiley face without any eyeballs. So I'm going to show you very quickly. I'm going to move these guys down a little bit. When vowels are short, they are marked with what's called breathe. Okay? And so whenever you see a short vowel sound, I want you to do it, and it's just like this. Oh no, no way. Come on, you're kidding me. I'm the lady that has all of the whiteboard markers in the world. And this one dried out. You know why? Because my kid used it. One moment. Pause. I knew I had one. Also, I would like you to know that I have turned the air conditioning off in Rita right now because it was loud. So I might get sweatier and sweatier as we move through. Okay, so breathe. Here we are. I love marking breathes because they are happy faces without the eyeballs. Whenever we see this mark, what's it called? Teach okay. Breathe. Breathe. Whenever we see a short vowel, we mark it with the breathe. So what we are going to do right now is we are going to review these short vowel sounds. Oh my goodness, these short vowel sounds are everything, and I'm going to teach you some really fun movements to go with these short vowel sounds, okay? So we are going to start with the letter A. Now we know that many of you already know that there are short sounds and long sounds for vowels. Right now, for the next long while, we are only going to work on short vowel sounds, okay? So let's do some movements for the letter A. Short A says ah. And parents, it's so important that your kids really pronounce these vowel sounds loud and long and drawn out. So your first movement for ah is going to be this. I'm in a little crunchy, tight space here, so I'm going to try moving this back a little bit more. Okay. All right. So I want you to do this. I'm taking a bite of an apple, right? Our movement for apple is going to be this. Ah. Can you do it? Ah. One more time. Ah. You can take the bite of the apple if you want. But when you see me do this, it's always going to mean ah. Okay, I'm taking this bite of my apple now. Apple. Apple. Now, what I want you to do is when I do this motion, I'm not going to make any sound, and I want you to make the sound at home. Are you ready? What sound would you have said? Was it ah? Perfect. Parents, here's a little instruction. If your kiddo did not say the right sound, this is where I want you to use some of your tools for error correction. So here's our first little lesson on error correction. Here we go. If you have the boogie board, you'll use the boogie board. If you have a piece of tactile paper, you'll use that. Or these are all, so this you can get at dollar store. This you can get at dollar store, some glitter paper. Here's what you're going to do. Say your kid said, this says A. Nope, it doesn't say A. It says ah. If your child didn't say it right, here's what you're going to do. 3 is your magic number. You're going to do an error correction. So you'll pause. Anytime there's an error, pause. And I want you to do this 3 times. Ah. 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 If they can write it and say it 3 times as they say the sound, beauty. Clear? If they can't write their A's yet, just do the motion, but just review what it is. Ah. 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 Okay? So when there is a mistake made, do pause and do the error correction 3 times. All right, let's move on to our next motion. This is short E. Short E says as in elephant. Okay, so that's his trunk, okay? So when you see me do this, you're gonna go elephant, elephant. And then we're gonna drop the elephant. And we're just gonna do this. Now it's your turn. When I do the motion, you're gonna say the sound. I wanna hear it. Perfect. If there was an error, pause here. 3 times a charm correction. If you have the tactile paper or the glitter paper, instead of doing it on the boogie board, you would just do this with 2 fingers, write an E and say the sound. error correction. Just something where they can feel it. Next motion is for the letter I. Ooh, there's bugs here where I'm camping and I'm super duper itchy. Okay, I'm actually not gonna do it on my arm, I'm gonna do it on my face. So you're gonna go itch, itch, and I wanna see those really big cheeks, big smile, itch. Now, it's your turn, but I'm gonna just do the motion, you're going to say the sound. Short I. Did you get it? It says eh. If not, pause and correct. The next one is letter O. Letter O says aw. And we really want the sounds to be big and exaggerated. Aw, which is this. Octopus. Octopus. We're going to drop the octopus and we're just going to do this. Aw. That's their little legs. So when I do the motion, you're going to say aw. You ready? Did you say it? Aw. Short O says aw. And then the next one is pretty easy. We're going to go up for the short letter U. U says Say That one's my favorite. You're going to go So without me saying it, I'm going to do the sound. I want to hear you say it. Yes. So I am going to do one last review. I'm going to do the motions quickly and you're going to quickly say them with me. Are you ready? All right. So that was mom and dad, helpers, grandparents. I want you to do these motions all the time. Stopping at a stoplight. Hey, you. What sound is this? Okay, those short vowels have got to be mastered. All right. The next thing we're going to learn is all about syllables. So syllables are the beats within words. Camping. Camping. So we're going to agree on there's two ways you can work on some syllable work. You either are going to clap or you're going to touch your head and move your way down. Okay? So syllables are clapping or touch your body for however many syllables on the way down. So camping to. Camping to. It's super important with syllable work that after we say how many beats, we say how many there were. So we're always going to get marker, marker 2, Play-Doh, Play-Doh 2, Play-Doh 2. That is called syllables. Here's the trick with syllables, parents, which I'm sure this is going to blow your mind. Basically, a syllable is any word or word part that has one, mirrors on. Parents, do this with me. A syllable is any word or word part that has one talking vowel. Mirrors off. Here's what I mean by that. It's not just one vowel. It could be a series of vowels together or letters together that make one vowel sound. So for example, Batman. Batman, okay? Capital B. I know that Batman has 2 syllables. Here's one talking vowel, one talking vowel. However, check this out. Boating. No. Boating. Okay? These vowels together make the one talking vowel. So it's these 2 vowels that come together to make one sound. All right? And then this talking vowel makes the next syllable. So the syllables are the beats within words. I know that might get a little complex and you might be saying, Rebecca, what are you talking about? This one talking vowel thing? Never fear. We just need to really get kids to be excellent. So let's do excellent masters of syllable work and sound work. Cucumber. Cucumber. 3. Ooh, I'm gonna, now it's your turn, everybody. Fly swatter. How many? Okay, mom and dad, if they didn't get fly swatter, do it with them. Fly swatter. 3. Tarantula. Tarantula. 4. Tarantula. 4. Airplane. How many? Airplane. 2. Very good. If they didn't get it right, start picking out words from your house. Grapefruit. Grapefruit. I have a bunch of grapefruit over here. Just pick words and start quizzing your kids all the time. Grapefruit, grapefruit, 2. All right. The next term we are going to learn is sounds. The fancy word for sounds, say it with me. I want you to learn the fancy terms for all of this stuff. Phonemes. Phonemes are the smallest, mirrors on. Phonemes, I can't help it. Sometimes I just get talking in a British accent. Phonemes are the smallest unit of sound. Brilliant. Mirrors off. Okay, so phonemes, here, let's get my board out. Here we go. B is a phoneme, and its sound is B. A is a phoneme, and its sound is A, A. It makes more. We're not going to get into that. But check this out. AI is a phoneme, but it's got 2 letters that come together to make one sound. What? I have 2 letters, but 1 sound. So phonemes, let me break it down for you further. Break it down. We're going to play this song. Sing this with me. I say the word, you say the sound. Break it down. 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 Wicka, wicka, wicka. You don't have to do that part. Okay. I'm going to give you the word cat. Cat has how many phonemes? Bonus round. I didn't tell you yet. 3. K, A, T. Cat. K, A, T. And when we put it together, bum, ba, 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 cat. So k, at, those 3 sounds make up the word cat. Now check this out. I'm going to blow your mind. What about the word chat? Ch, a, t. Chat also has 3 phonemes, but 4 letters. Okay, here's how we are doing our sound work, and there's no negotiation on this. We blend our sounds only on our arms. So I'm going to give you a word. You're going to break it down, break it down, break it down, break it down, break it down. Plane. P-L-A-N. Plane. That's how that, if you didn't get it right, mom and dad, you pause this and you do that with them. So that's how you segment a word. Pop. P-op. Pop. And we always blend back down, okay? Camp. Break it down. 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 I say the word. You say the sounds. All right. P, camp, 4. So the same way as we get into the habits of saying how many syllables. Syllables are beats. Phonemes are sounds. Okay, we're going to get really good at that. And we're going to explore further and further, and we're going to do it every lesson. I'll give you one more. Lemon. I say the word. You say the sound. Break it down. Break it down. You get it. Lemon. Do it at home. O-E-M. O-N. O-E-M-O-N. Lemon. And I know we don't say lemon. Lemon? My guy friends used to say that a lot, and we're silly. It just made me think of that. Okay, so lemon would be this. Let's do it. O, e, ah, Lemon. 5 sounds. Okay, we're gonna practice this a whole bunch. Ooh, and the last term I wanted to talk to you today is called rhyme. So rhyme is when the end of a word has the same sound. So for example, rag, bag, tag, wag. Let's think about it. Tell your mom or your dad or your helper or your sister or your cat or your goldfish or your hamster or your lizard what parts of these words rhyme. What do you notice? What do you notice? You're right. Did you shout it out? Ag, ag, ag. If we took all of these off, the end part would be the same. So the word we use for that when the end part is the same is rhyme, and we are going to become rhyming masters. So that is your introductory lesson today. To review, we learned about vowels. Say vowels. We learned about consonants. Say consonants. We learned about short vowels and the little term breathe. Breathe is the smiley face with no eyeballs. We learned the term syllables, which are the beats, the beats, the beats, the beats, the beats. We learned the term phoneme, the smallest unit of sound. Okay. We learned the term rhyme. Yes, we did. And we learned our action. So one last final review. I'm going to do the motions. You're going to say the sound. I look really cool in my camper van doing those sounds with no sound. So, ah, I, ah. Okay? So that is first lesson. Practice all those all the time. I also want you to, if you ever notice any short vowels in anything, put the breathe over the top, but don't mark in books. So mom and dad, if you can give them short little words that have short vowels in the middle, so 3-letter words like bat, hit, hot, all those, write them down for them on a piece of paper. See if they can find short vowels in magazines. Become short vowel detectives. And I have a magnifying glass over there. Buy them a magnifying glass and see if they can find short vowels in anything and everything. So this is your introductory lesson, and I hope you enjoyed it. Practice, practice, practice. All those motions, do that as many times as you can until you get them just like that, okay? Super duper. Have a great night.